Imagine a young woman stepping off a ship onto foreign soil, her heart filled with determination. Picture her as she arrives in India, a country far from her birthplace of Skopje, now in North Macedonia. This woman is Angeze Gonche Boyakshu, but the world would come to know her as Mother Teresa. Her story begins in Skopje, where she was born in August of 1910. From a young age she was drawn to stories of missionaries. Their tales of service stirred in her a calling, a deep desire to commit her life to religious devotion. At 18 she answered that call, leaving her family and home behind to join the Sisters of Loreto in Ireland. However, her journey to becoming Mother Teresa truly began when she moved to India, a land imbued with rich culture and history, yet marred by poverty and suffering. In 1931 she took her first religious vows, choosing the name Teresa to honor the French patron saint of missionaries, Saint Thérèse of Lisieux. In the bustling city of Kolkata, she began her new life as a teacher at the Loreto Convent School. For nearly 20 years she taught geography and catechism, touching the lives of countless young girls. Her commitment and dedication to education were unwavering, but underneath it all, a different calling was beginning to stir. She bore witness to the stark contrast between the sheltered walls of the convent and the destitute streets of Kolkata. The disparity gnawed at her, sparking an unquenchable desire to reach out to the downtrodden, the forgotten, and the neglected. But her journey was just beginning. A path was forming under her feet, one that would lead her to the heart of Kolkata's slums. This path was not one of comfort or ease, but of sacrifice and service, a path that would transform her into an emblem of compassion and love, known to the world as Mother Teresa. As she walked through the crowded streets of Kolkata, she felt a deep tug in her heart, a pull so profound it would shift the trajectory of her life forever. This was Mother Teresa, a woman of unwavering faith, who was about to answer a calling that was as daunting as it was divine. It was the year 1946. Mother Teresa, then Sister Teresa, was serving as a Loreto nun. One day, as she journeyed by train from Calcutta to Darjeeling, she experienced what she later described as her call within a call. This was not a faint whisper but a resonating call that reverberated through her being. She was to leave the cloistered convent life and step into the chaotic, challenging streets of Kolkata. Her mission was clear: to serve the poorest of the poor. Her decision was not made lightly. It meant leaving the comfort and security of the convent, stepping out of the confines of the familiar, and plunging into the unknown. However, the strength of her calling was such that it overshadowed any fear or hesitation. She didn't step back, she stepped forward. In her words, she was to serve Jesus in his distressing disguise of the poorest of the poor. It was a mission that required an unyielding spirit, an unwavering faith, and an unending reservoir of compassion. But Mother Teresa was prepared. She was ready to dedicate her life to those who had been forgotten by society, those who were shunned and sidelined, those who had no one else to turn to. She didn't have a roadmap, she didn't have resources, she didn't have a team. All she had was her faith, her compassion, and her profound commitment to serve. And that was enough. It was more than enough. It was everything. She stepped into the slums of Kolkata, armed with nothing but her faith and compassion. In the face of dire poverty and despair, she stood tall, a beacon of hope, a symbol of love. Mother Teresa had answered her call within a call, and there was no turning back. And so, she stepped into the slums, armed with nothing but faith and compassion. From a small room in Kolkata, a global movement of compassion was born. In the heart of Kolkata, Mother Teresa established the Missionaries of Charity in 1950. It was a humble beginning with just 12 members, but they were driven by an unshakable commitment to aid the poorest of the poor. The Missionaries of Charity began as a small band of sisters, venturing out into the slums, providing basic necessities, and offering comfort and aid to those most in need. They offered more than just physical aid. They gave their time, their compassion, and most importantly, their love. As word spread of their selfless work, the Missionaries of Charity began to grow. More sisters joined the cause, dedicating their lives to the service of the poor and the sick. From a single room, the Missionaries of Charity expanded to a network of over 700 houses in 130 countries. The services provided by the Missionaries of Charity are vast and varied. They run hospices and homes for those suffering from HIV/AIDS, leprosy, and tuberculosis. They operate soup kitchens, dispensaries, mobile clinics, children's and family counseling programs, orphanages, and schools. Their mission is to serve the poorest of the poor with absolute respect and dignity. Mother Teresa's vision was not limited to Kolkata. She believed that there were people in need everywhere, and the missionaries of charity have worked tirelessly to reach out to them. From the dark corners of Kolkata's slums to the bustling streets of New York, they have brought hope and compassion. The driving force behind the missionaries of charity, Mother Teresa once said, "At the end of life, we will not be judged by how many diplomas we have received, how much money we have made, how many great things we have done. We will be judged by, I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was homeless, and you took me in." Little did she know her small room would soon become a beacon of hope for many. Her name echoed through the slums, reaching the ears of the world. In the heart of Kolkata, she was a slender figure draped in white and blue, but her influence extended far beyond these humble beginnings. She was Mother Teresa, a woman who embodied compassion and selfless service. In 1979, the world took notice. The Norwegian Nobel Committee awarded Mother Teresa the Nobel Peace Prize, recognizing her relentless pursuit of peace through service to the poor. She accepted it, not for herself, but in the name of the poor, the hungry, the sick, and the lonely. This was the essence of Mother Teresa, a woman who dedicated her life to others, whose humility was as profound as her impact. Her influence swept across borders, inspiring countless individuals and organizations worldwide. She sparked a renewed commitment to charity and compassion, her life a testament to the power of love and kindness. From schools in Africa named in her honor to hospitals in America bearing her name, the legacy of Mother Teresa continues to blossom. Yet it was not the accolades that defined her. It was her unwavering dedication to those in need. She once said, "We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be less because of that missing drop." These words reflect her humility and her understanding that every act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a more compassionate world. Mother Teresa's legacy is not measured in awards or buildings, but in the hearts touched by her kindness. She shone a light on the forgotten, the destitute, the unloved, and in doing so, she reminded us of our shared humanity, our shared responsibility to care for one another. She was a symbol of selfless love, a beacon of hope in a world often darkened by despair. Her legacy of compassion continues to inspire, to serve as a call to action, a reminder of the power of love to transform lives and heal the world. Even in her passing, her legacy lived on, touching hearts, inspiring millions. Mother Teresa, the beacon of compassion and selfless service, departed from this earthly realm in September of 1997, yet her spirit, as resilient and enduring as ever, continued to resonate with the world. Her life's work, a testament to the power of love and kindness, did not cease with her departure. The Missionaries of Charity, the organization she founded back in 1950, continued to flourish, carrying forward her mission with unwavering dedication. They continued to care for the sick, the destitute, the forgotten, just as Mother Teresa had taught them. Her footprints etched deeply in the dusty streets of Kolkata, her voice echoing in the hushed whispers of prayer. In the year 2003, the world bore witness to Mother Teresa's beatification, a recognition of her saintly virtues. The Vatican declared her Blessed Teresa of Calcutta, a title symbolizing her sanctity and devotion. This beatification, a testament to her life of service, further solidified her place in history, not just as a humanitarian, but as a saint. Her lasting impact, however, extends far beyond the confines of the Catholic Church. She has become a global symbol of compassion and selfless service, inspiring individuals and organizations worldwide to embody her teachings. Her life's work, her dedication to the poor, her profound message of love and kindness continue to reverberate around the globe. Every act of service, every hand extended in kindness, every heart touched, is a testament to Mother Teresa's enduring legacy. Her mission continues, carried forward by those she inspired, guided by her unwavering principle, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." She may have left this world, but her spirit of compassion continues to light the way for many. She was more than a nun, more than a Nobel laureate. These words only begin to scratch the surface of who Mother Teresa truly was. As we delve into her life, we find a woman of unyielding faith, a woman who believed in the transformative power of love. Her faith was her compass, guiding her through the labyrinth of life. It was the light that illuminated her path, leading her to the slums of Kolkata, where she dedicated her life to serving the poor and the destitute. Her faith wasn't just about church sermons and holy scriptures, It was a living, breathing entity, evident in her every action, every word, every smile. Mother Teresa believed in love, not just as an emotion, but as a force capable of transforming the world. This wasn't the kind of love that blooms between two people. It was a broader, more encompassing love, a love for humanity. She saw love as an instrument of change, a tool to heal the world, one person at a time. She once said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." This was her mantra, her guiding principle. She didn't aim for grand gestures or sweeping changes. Instead, she focused on the smaller, often overlooked acts of kindness, believing that these small acts, when done with love, could ripple out and create a significant impact. And what an impact she made. Her legacy is not just in the thousands of lives she touched directly, but in the millions she inspired globally. Her life's work sparked a movement of compassion that continues to this day, inspiring countless individuals to serve their communities with love and empathy. Every once in a while, a person comes along who leaves an indelible mark on the world. Mother Teresa was one such person. Her life was a testament to the power of faith and love, a beacon of hope in a world often marred by despair. She was Mother Teresa, a woman of faith, a legacy of love. Her journey began with a single step, a step taken in faith and love. Mother Teresa, a beacon of compassion and service, walked a path that many feared to tread. From the bustling streets of Kolkata, she reached out to the forgotten, the destitute and the dying, offering not just material aid but also dignity and love. Her work was not confined to India. The Missionaries of Charity, the order she founded, spread across the globe, touching lives in over 130 countries. This humble nun, with her unwavering love and resilience, sparked a worldwide movement of compassion and selflessness. Mother Teresa's legacy is not just in the institutions she founded, but in the hearts she touched, in the lives she changed. She showed us that each of us can make a difference, that in giving, we receive. And so, she lives on, in the hearts she touched, in the lives she changed, forever remembered as Mother Teresa.